little bit of a different setup today. It does not look evident because I tried to make this look as normal and comfortable for you guys. So I'm literally in a random corner in my new house. Same side table. We've got the same little chair. We've got the cup of tea, so you already know what time it is. So today I'm having banana nut muffin tea with a heaping teaspoon of honey. Since fall just got here, of course, everybody's thinking about fall fashion. I've been kind of organically putting together a list of items that I have been wanting as far as accessories go, clothing goes, even my home. Obviously, with us just buying a new house, I want to decorate it. I want it to look nice. A wish list just helps me really hone in on what I want. It helps me from getting distracted. And I've noticed it just results in me having quality pieces in my closet or my home that I don't actually want to get rid of the very next year. Grab your tea, grab your snack, grab your coffee if it's that time of the day for you. But first I wanted to start with accessories. And the first item that I have on my list is actually something that I really got into last year. Now, I'm no stranger to a loafer, but I just noticed I kept buying loafers and I wasn't really wearing them. They were just collecting dust. But then last year, I was like, I really want a ruched loafer so badly. And with my past of not actually wearing the loafers that I acquire, I didn't want to spend too much money on them. So I ended up getting the J. Crew ruched loafers. And if you were here last fall, you know that I wore those into the ground. But I do want to look at a higher quality loafer. And so for that, I have been obsessed with the flattered ruched loafers in their color Bonbon Leather Black. It's just actually crazy how much you can wear with a shoe like this, and that's why I feel like it's worth adding to my wish list. Sticking to the flattered website, we have to talk about this clutch. The sand colored clutch that I've been obsessed with. I'm actually not sure why I haven't gotten this clutch at this point. I think it's mostly just because I'm not so much a clutch girl. It does require me to hold it with my hand, so I think that's what kind of makes me like, do I want to get the clutch? But this one is so gorgeous. This one has actually been on my wish list for a couple of years now. It is their clay clutch in suede sand. And it's just the perfect size. It looks like an elevated paper bag in a way, but I really love it. I think I would wear it just because of how long I've been obsessed with it. I noticed that the longer I'm obsessed with something, I'm obsessed with it also when I finally obtain it. I might have to go ahead and pull this trigger. Another accessory that I have on my little fall wish list, you can really call this a fall winter wish list, because better believe I will be wearing these items in the winter too, and I may acquire some of them in the winter. I have really been pining for some black Marcin, for some black Maison Margiela tabby flats. I actually already own a pair of Maison Margiela tabbies, so I don't wear them very often just because I feel like white is not heavily in my color palette as far as shoes go, especially boots. Like, when it's time to wear boots, I want to wear a dark colored boot. I want to wear brown. And so I just don't gravitate towards them as much. So I'm really considering getting them professionally like dyed to a color that I will wear. I feel like I could be so powerful in fall and winter if I had a tabby flat. And so originally I really wanted to find some that were made in Japan, like authentic. And the only ones that I came across that I did like, but I did want some leather ones, so they did not have those because they are a vegan brand. I think the Mason Nakamoto tabbies as well. If you are trying to get into tabbies, I think these are also a really cute shoe. I just knew that I really like my leather Maison Margiela tabbies, and so I wanted them to feel just like that. So that's why I just kind of stuck to that. But yeah, these are also gorgeous as well. Okay, so this next one is a little bit questionable just because it may not be traditionally like a fall or winter shoe. Honestly, it's not even a traditional shoe and what it looks like, but everybody knows what the jellies are. I feel like jellies are typically known to be a summer shoe, but these little jelly shoes on Senso in the color ebony, I just think are so cute. I've mentioned many times before, it's so warm around here. I think it's a shoe that I could get away with wearing like some jeans with and a trench coat because my feet aren't going to freeze. But honestly, I don't think they would look too bad with like a little sock, even like a little white sock, little hee moment. I think it would be kind of cute. I don't know. It's something that I would have to try, but I also love it because these are really something I could wear in the summer and spring as well. I almost forgot to mention, this is another accessory that I have really been wanting. I already have one and I know I love it, and that is the Balenciaga City bag. Now I have the smaller one. Your girl loves an oversized bag, and so I just find that nowadays I don't really go to a lot of events, so I just don't have a ton of opportunity to wear my smaller city bag. I think I want to get a bigger one. Now I thought that I wanted to like trade it in and get the bigger one, but now I'm kind of thinking like I want the two sizes still. That still comes in handy for when I have something that a handbag fits more for than an oversized bag. I'm highly thinking about it. Before we get to the rest of the clothing items that I have not acquired yet, let's start with some clothing items that I actually have acquired, because I want to introduce you to my lovely sponsor of this week, which is LILYSILK. If you have happened to never heard of LILYSILK before, they are actually a clothing company that has really just high quality items that actually rival luxury brands when it comes to the quality of the fabrics that they use. They just really pay attention to detail. And if you watch these videos from me pretty often, you know I always harp about trying to focus on more quality items, trying to think about things that I can wear in the long run, and that is literally what LILYSILK is. They're items that you do not have to worry about wanting to get rid of the very next year when it's time to do that closet clean out, because they're just going to be so vital in your closet, because everybody needs good basics. I have been focusing on my really good basics so that I could even get to this point in this video where I'm showing the things that I'm adding to the base that I've built in my closet. The first thing that I fell in love with from LILYSILK, I'm actually wearing it right now. On top is the classic polo sweatshirt, and even though you can't see at the bottom, I'm wearing the matching joggers. Both of these are actually from their new Silkerry line. It's a line that they came out with to just ultimately exude comfort. They actually refer to it as your everyday cocoon of silk infused comfort. The fabric is created with 100% silk loops, and you just really feel the difference. I know I feel the difference in comparison to my other loungewear jogger like sets. This is a set that you put on when you want to be comfortable, but you also just want it to be a little more elevated. A very good running for errands type of set, work from home like I like to do in it. I wanted to be able to switch it up, so I also picked up their two-way zipper jacket that also matches these same joggers. So while the polo is kind of more of a sleek, put together look, this is kind of more of a street, everyday, really relaxed style. Like this bitter chocolate color is just everything to me. To add on to the fabric, there is a layer of natural cotton terry that just allows for a breathable and structured outer shell, which I really appreciate for something that I'm going to want to wear all the time, and in situations where I'm ultimately trying to be very comfortable. I feel like I just run through a white and off-white t-shirt all the time, and so I really was looking for something with a little more longevity. So when I saw that they had these as options, I was like, go ahead and give me a few different silhouettes. This is from their silk jersey line. This is their more fitted slim t-shirt. I like the way it kind of lays along my body in a really nice way. Very flattering, something I can easily just throw on with some jeans and really nice accessories to make a really simple but like significant outfit. You know me, I talk about how much I wear white and like the off-white range of colors, but now I'm kind of looking like, oh, I did see the black one on someone, and the black one looked really, really good. But I also had to get their silk jersey oversized t-shirt. With their silk jersey collection, it's more affordable and easier to style than other silk clothing collections. And I can definitely attest to the fact that silk jersey is more comfortable than regular cotton t-shirts. Like, it just feels really good. I don't know, you just have to feel it for yourself. I just love how these make my outfits look just overall very effortless, chic, and you know I love that word. I feel like I can wear this with a pair of trousers, a pair of denim as well. Now, I've been keeping up with LILYSILK for a really long time. My first LILYSILK item was a pajama set, and so of course, because I knew how comfortable those were, when I saw that they had this version, I was like, let's go ahead and get some loungewear, because you know I'm always at my house. There's just no reason to run around in my big college t-shirt when I can walk around in super comfortable sets like this that look good but also feel really good. So this is their lounge crew neck in the long sleeve. So this is the elastic waistband shorts. They have a very relaxed fit. It's also really good for if you want to take a walk around your neighborhood, light athleisure. I'm even thinking like throwing on some knee-high boots and a little trench coat, heading to the corner coffee shop. I really appreciate loungewear that can be worn at home and is versatile enough to be worn outside as well. It is a more expensive fabric to work with, but LILYSILK does it in a way where it is more attainable but still has that high quality level that of course we would want if we're looking for silk items. I just feel like I used to complain like, why don't they make clothes out of the same fabrics that they used to anymore? Nobody values fabric anymore, and I can't complain. LILYSILK is out here doing exactly that. So if you're looking for more timeless and versatile pieces, they actually did give me a discount code, and you can actually get a higher percentage off with my code. It is Jordan 20%, and if you go to my description box, I'll have everything listed down below. Now let's go ahead and get to the clothes that I don't have. Next up on my list is this windbreaker from W Concept. So I know if anybody follows the same fashion girls that I do, you have been seeing how well everybody's been styling windbreakers lately. A recipe for, obviously that is a trend, but honestly I think it's very practical. I think that's why I like it so much. I feel like over the years, that category I've just completely neglected. And so I bought my first one about a month ago, and I wear it a few times a week. It's a black one. It's not as dressy as this one. It's a little more sporty, but I just wear it so much. And it makes me really want something that is a little more like not so sporty and just more casual. Let me rephrase. I call it a windbreaker. This appears to be a windbreaker, but I have learned on TikTok, every windbreaker looking thing is not gonna break wind. I'm just going to call it a jumper, excuse me. These black pleated shorts from Jackie, I think that's how you say it. I think I could do so much with these. I really want to be able to do the look where you put the oversized shorts on with the boots, but I just don't have the oversized shorts. And I think that would be such a look on me. So this might have to move up to the front of my list while it is, you know, still warm enough to wear something like that outside. Staying on the Jackie website again, when I order those shorts, I'm also going to have to get this two-piece set, because two-piece sets, I feel like that's something I have heavily neglected over the years, but just in the past year I've realized how much of a gem. If you really want to still look cute, that's when a two-piece set comes in. And I love the black color. It kind of looks like a charcoal gray. I'm hoping that's what it is. If it's solid black, I'm almost wondering, should I even be showing some of these things since I haven't gotten them yet? But I have it in my mind that, like, if everybody buys this item and if it sells out, then maybe it's just not meant to be. I don't know if divine order works on clothes, but we're gonna go with that. Okay, this item right here, I think I've been wanting this my whole life. Not this exact one, but just a coat like this. It is this black Nosferatu looking coat from Samso. This is the coat I want to be a part of my starter pack in the fall and winter. Pretty much if I'm coming to an event or a friend's house or going to hang out, they probably know like 10 times out of 10 I'm going to show up in this coat. I feel like I've been looking for a really high quality coat for the longest time, and so when I came across this one, it had to go on my wish list. I love the double-breasted look. Also did like the fabric that it was made out of. I am a little concerned because it is 70% wool, and that could be a little too warm for where I live at. So like that's concerning, but I can't keep living like this. I can't keep not getting my dream coats because they don't fit where I'm at. I might just have to suffer a little bit or travel more to places that are cold. So one thing that I've been getting back into recently, and just in my mind because I don't have any right now, but distressed denim. And with me knowing that I love my mousy denim jeans, I try to wear them every single day. And so of course I went and found a pair of distressed denim on there. These are the Hempstead super wide pants. There was this era where I convinced myself that I did not want to wear any more distressed jeans, and that I just wanted to have like classier pants. I see myself doing a lot with a pair of distressed jeans, so I don't know, I might have to try these. They're really, really cute. I'm not too hung up about all the distressed jeans that I did get rid of at that one point, because honestly I can't fit them anymore now. So if I wanted to get back into them, I would need a new pair, but these might have to be the ones. Another key staple that I have been on a hunt for, the redone wide leg trouser. And these are low-rise trousers. Now I do want them to be kind of more low-hanging because I do have trousers that are high-waisted and I like them, but it just feels more like, with them being trousers and with them being high-waisted, it feels more, I feel a little more uptight, a little more smart as far as pants go. And I'm looking for something kind of more like cool girl coded, relaxed, not trying too hard. I know that sounds like very pretentious, but that's what I'm looking for. I don't know how else to explain it. And I feel like that is what these pants are, but I also don't want them too low rise. So I feel like these are the perfect amount of rise. These are another thing that I might have to push up to the front of my list because I just think I could do so much with them, like from now the whole time it's cold outside. Okay, I've had my eye on a corduroy pant since last fall, but it was another thing that I didn't really want to get into because I wasn't sure if I was going to be interested. So I kind of just put it in the back of my mind. It didn't make it onto a physical or a digital wish list, but it did make it into like a mental wish list. It's a year later now, and I found myself just typing in corduroy brown pants. I also really like the look of suede pants as well, but I don't know how wearable those would be for me. I would like to try the corduroy ones first just to see how often I wear them. I just feel like those are kind of more like fancy pants, like to wear leather pants. So as far as all the ones that I scrolled through, these are the ones that fit the bill the most from W Concept. They are in that brown cool tone color that I really enjoy, so I definitely see myself picking these up. Okay, I went back and forth whether or not to keep this on my wish list, and it is the Henry top from Douyin. I have wanted something from Douyin for a while, but I just didn't really know what I wanted to get, and I wanted to make sure it would be something obviously that I use a lot. So I recently got kind of this shirt that looks like their white version of this shirt. I got it from Madewell, and I kid you not, I wore that shirt 3 times in the same week. I kept wearing the same outfit because I was like, it looks good, it's cute. I had been wanting the top for a long time, and I'm like, okay, clearly I like this top. But all that told me is I really want a black version. I'm thinking it's safe to say that I can heavily consider the Henry top from Douyin. I know I've mentioned this over here, but I struggle so much finding blouses or tops that I enjoy that I actually want to buy, and I found out like this silhouette, it has the perfect amount of relaxed but also of romance. It really does it for me. We're getting into the home category. I feel like at one point I was putting home stuff in these videos, but then it got to a point where my apartment became fully furnished, so I couldn't add like home things to the videos. But now I'm in the perfect position to show you the things that I have been lusting after to put inside my house. And the first thing on my list, it's something that I came across like day one when I moved into the house because I realized we don't have bed sheets. And so I went looking for some bed sheets, and I came across these espresso colored bed sheets from the Citizenry. Oh my goodness. If Luxe bed sheets was in the dictionary, these bed sheets would be next to it. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I needed something quicker, so I ended up going with a more chocolatey sheet. And again, chocolate sheets is not something I've played with. So what I like to do, I like to get something of nice quality, see what I'm going to do with it before I like spring and get the really nice one. And let me tell you, I love the dark chocolate sheets that I've put on the bed. And so that makes me feel like I'm really gonna like this dusty, kind of more linen modern look. It's this color right here in particular that just really does something for me. Okay, next up on my list, the Akari light sculpture lamps fixtures. I have been wanting one of these Japanese style lamps for my apartment actually, but now that I'm in my own house, I feel like I can do whatever I want. Those things that I didn't feel comfortable doing, or it just felt like annoying because I have to put it back and rearrange it back to how it was, I feel like I can do that now. And one of those things are these Japanese style lamps. And I feel like something like this is perfect because I've been trying to be very good and consider my man's taste as well. He loves Japanese culture. Big anime fan, I'm not gonna go into all his business. Perfect way to integrate both of our styles is to add Japanese touches. And so when I thought of that, I was like, I really have a reason to get one of these lamps now. One thing about our house, it came with very nice light fixtures already. So I don't know which one is gonna have to go to accommodate this, but I think it will really give the look that I'm trying to give to the space. Another thing on my list is specifically this wooden wall storage. This one is a cabinet from Zara. Now I really want one of these for my skincare slash perfume, just little things that I grab every day, something that I can arrange all of my things in a very aesthetically pleasing way. Because I like to live life like that, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that all of my house stays that way, but there's certain things in my life that I will keep organized and keep looking pretty because it just makes me happy. I did try to look secondhand when I go to like the antique stores and things, but I didn't see any that I felt like had the vision that I was looking for. But one thing I really like about this cabinet specifically is everything isn't just sitting out, but you can kind of see through it a little bit. But I like the distraction of like the textured glass on the front. Okay, next up, it's actually for this room, but I'm gonna need to put some curtains up. It has so many windows, such good lighting, but with that, you gotta get some curtains. And so when I saw these curtains from Nordic Knots, I absolutely fell in love. And they have this color in sunset. I think the curtains are actually made to kind of give like a light filter into the room. And so it gives like this very warm and cozy look. I do think I kind of want to get a little bit away from the white curtains that I had before, just to give the space a little bit more warm. Okay, and next on my home list, oh my goodness, just to think about the potential of having one of these makes me salivate. But I really want an antique wardrobe, like a really big one. It's giving Narnia. We have this guest room that's right here that I'm kind of using as a guest room slash like additional clothing space for me, because as we know, I need all the space for my clothes. So I was thinking it would be really cool to find a big antique wardrobe that I could keep inside the guest room that has all the pieces, the standout outerwear, the pretty things that I'm really proud to have, and just putting them all in there. So anytime I go in there and open it up, it's like a special occasion, you know? I don't know, that's how I envision it. But anytime I see those, and I've seen them when we go antique shopping, but I just never had the place to put them, but now I have the perfect place. So hopefully my guests don't mind looking at that. I know some people don't too much like antiques because they're worried that they might be a little taken up by people who are no longer with us. But I'm not scared of things like that, so they're just gonna have to sleep on the couch or figure it out. But those are all the things that I have on my fall slash winter wish list. Yeah, we're gonna see how many of these things I get. It's not for sure that I will get all of these things because this was a decently lengthy list, but I think I'm going to get quite a few because I'm pretty serious about these wish lists. I take them off of my notes app when I've gotten them, so that way it like leaves a clean slate and I know what I have left to focus on. Don't forget to check out LILYSILK if you are trying to add some really nice elevated basics to your closet, the things that are going to last, the timeless pieces. All of the information for them and what I got will be linked down below. But that is all. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought, because like I said, this is not something I normally talk about or normally do. I'm gonna go ahead and close out. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!